Welcome back to Boujee Bravo Bitches, where we talk all that Bravo tea from basic to bougie. We're your hosts. I'm Jenna.
I'm Darcy.
And I'm Amanda. Let's get into it, bitch.
And this is Romeo.
Hey, Romeo.
Most
It was
handsome
Romeo
little
day
man.
at class today, so he's fed in his PJs all day. He
Love
seems
that for him.
confused by it. Anywho, hello. It's Thursday again. We made it all the way back around.
What a
And guess
week.
what? It's still January.
You guys, what the heck? I hate January. Every single January, I'm like, I'm done with
Did
this
you love
year.
that meme I sent you guys? Happy
Yes.
94th day of January.
It's accurate. It is so accurate.
It doesn't end.
Sent it to me.
January. God
We're
dang
almost
it.
there.
It's almost over. And then big things, Valentine's Day.
My vacation.
My birthday.
Oh!
Mm.
My anniversary.
Yeah.
Wild month.
February is a good month. It's short too.
It's short, too, which is the vibe.
Get out of my brain.
I know. We always do that, Darcy.
It's terrifying in all reality.
Can we start off by talking about what happened after we finished recording last
I
Thursday?
think you need to talk about it. It is wild.
It is wild. So, Baby Gorgeous is always friendly in the DMs. I will say that. She always is. But I saw after she was like on one going after like going ham on Twitter on like everywhere. And she was all up in our DMs going ham about Bronwyn. It was so funny. Like, because I respect her anonymity, I won't share everything she said, but it was funny.
I was on Reddit earlier and someone's like, I ran into Lisa at an event and the first thing she asked me was like, what do you think of Bronwyn?
I believe it.
And I read that today and it made me think of her sending the messages. So that was hilarious.
One of the polls we posted, she's like, what is Bronwyn voting for herself?
I know, that made me cackle. You know what? She doesn't like Bronwyn. She thinks she's a liar. And I think that is cool.
Lisa is Lisa. Like through and through, I think what you see is what you get, and like I can respect it.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Lisa fan. Like, you're a Lisa stan. Lisa annoys me too, but I love that we feel the same way about Bronwyn. Me and Lisa.
So
a common enemy.
Exactly. You know what? It is.
It was like I couldn't keep up. Like, she just kept messaging and messaging and messaging. I'm like, okay, well, I gotta feed my kid now. Bye, Lisa.
Well, I looked at my phone and I saw like all of these like Instagram notifications, Lisa Barlow, and I was like, what? And then your text came in and I was like, what is going on?
Yeah,
so good.
She went ham, but it was funny. The Atlanta trailer came out today, guys. Season 16.
The trailer looks promising.
Like, it does.
It does. It looks good. But like the two main people back were just
Drew.
Is that it? In Kenya, but she's only there for half the time.
Yeah.
Everyone else
it's a total reboot. And honestly, the fact that they kept Drew is just like wild to me.
Yeah.
I thought it had to do because of Ralph and she's going through a divorce and they thought it was going to be messy. So, well, it is messy. So
she's boring.
Yeah, she's so annoying.
But I think she'll literally like film with anyone. So that's probably why they kept her. But
she's really cheap too.
Yeah, I'm sure. I was really wondering how they were going to play this whole kind of thing out because we know she got like fired mid filming, but they're airing all of that. It looks like
exactly what happened.
Which she was on it. She was in the trailer, so
showing the pictures.
I kind of feel like they're going to put all that like in the beginning to kind of like suck us all in, and then like they'll phase her out completely.
Out.
I don't think she went on the cast trip or anything. They hadn't been filming that long, and Phaedra is a main, so she's got to have a lot of like airtime, and she didn't join till midway through filming. So the mains are Portia, Phaedra, Drew, Shamia, which she's like always been in the background as like Portia and Candy's friend.
Okay.
Now she's a main, and Britt, Angela, and some girl named Kelly. Those are the three new people. Don't know much about him. Angela is Charles Oakley's wife, the like basketball legend.
I have no idea who that is. So she's like, I'm married to basketball legend Charles Oakley. I'm like, I do not know that man.
He is a legend.
He is.
I mean, I don't really know. Like,
If he didn't play for the Knicks, I don't know. If he played for the Knicks, watch him be like playing for the
there's a
Knicks.
substantial amount of people that haven't played for the Knicks.
I only know. Oh no, see, he played for Houston, so.
Yeah. I think I was confusing him with Charles Barkley too.
That's what.
That is what you okay. So I knew you didn't know who he was. I don't even know what you know.
I
What
do know who he is, but when she first said it, I was like, "Whoa, Charles Barkley's wife!" Like Charles. This guy is a legend.
He was ranked as one of the best rebounders and defensive players in the NBA. He's like
He's old. He's old.
Oh yeah, he's old. He played in like 2003, 2004 in high school.
He's like 100.
When we were in high school.
Yeah. He's like 200 years. I wasn't even like in high school by then. And then Cynthia is a friend of. I knew she was like coming back, but I didn't know she was bringing full on friend of get a cast photo energy.
I can't stand Cynthia, you guys. Not a fan. So
I know you're not.
The cheekbones, man.
That's
I
what
don't
does
know
it.
why she let. I know you always say that.
Cynthia Cheekbones Bailey.
I don't know why she made such a grand like I'm leaving only to like come back after one season.
It's very like, and I feel like she pops up on a bunch of different franchises. It's like
She loves a wedding.
Yeah.
Loves a wedding.
Yeah, she was on Beverly Hills. Remember, she was at that like dinner from
like the weird dinner,
hot dinner. Yeah, right.
Yes.
Is your jacket on upside down?
Stop it.
You know what you're doing right now. Oh, speaking of, I didn't tell you guys this, but I decided to watch Special Forces just because I was like, I wonder how Denise does. She left she voluntarily withdrew like the third day because of like a water challenge, but she actually did this thing which I was shocked. She jumped out of a boat onto the legs of a helicopter and tried to hoist herself up. She didn't make it. She fell into the open water, but I was honestly shocked that she even attempted.
Wow.
Yeah. But then she left. She was like one of the first people to leave.
I feel like I'd do good on a show like that. I'm pretty athletic.
I don't really love like all the water stuff, so that would like I'm like a swimming pool kind of gal, not an open body of water kind of gal. I
am as well, but for money I could do it. But I don't think they
were doing last week where they had to like hold their breath and like get this black box and then get out of like a sinking boat. And I feel like I could have done that without getting anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I'll keep you guys posted. I'm really in it for Brody Jenner now. That's why I'm watching.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who else is on it?
Like Marion Jones, the one that was like stripped of all her medals for the doping scandal. She went to jail for it. She's a runner. A gymnast that was like one of the who was the doctor? Harvey Weinstein.
Steve?
Is that the doctor?
Not Harvey Weinstein, but the doctor who sexually harassed, sexually assaulted.
Oh yeah.
Like one of those. Carrie Hart, Pink's husband.
Okay.
The motocross guy.
Oh, I love him.
A couple Bachelor people, a swimmer who I didn't even know who it was. Yeah, it's decent. Anyways, Gretchen's coming back to the OC, guys. Didn't I say bring Gretchen back? How many times have I said bring Gretchen back?
I don't like Gretchen.
I like her. I just I like what she can bring to the franchise, and I love that they're gonna torture Tamara.
I want a Tamara takedown season.
Yes, I'm in.
I just hope we don't see a ton of Slade because I don't like Slade as a person at all.
I think the producers listen and like they knew we were over Kyle, so they're taking down Kyle, and they know we're over Tamara, so they're like, we're gonna keep her because we need her, but it's gonna be a Tamara takedown season.
I'm ready for a Tamara takedown season, especially with and I think Shannon had her recovery season, so she's gonna be back and a little bit crazy. So
she's got her footing, like she's ready.
She hit her season. She's a fan favorite at that point. And
she is the surprise guest on the Dolores Teresa cruise.
Really?
I was kind of shocked about that. I don't think she needs
to be back on the sauce.
Unlimited liquor. What?
Do you think she's back on the sauce?
She was never off the sauce.
Oh yeah, that's what she was drinking. You're right. Oh, she's back, baby.
That's why Tamara was after her.
That's why Tamara. Oh, I love that she never stopped drinking.
Yeah. Tamara was like, stop drinking. buy my CBD products instead.
Ugh.
And then, like, do you think she's gonna go crazy, like, where she drinks a lot? That's what I really.
Yeah.
kind of hope so. I like when they prove us all wrong for rooting for them.
Like, we should have known. We should have.
So Craigie unfollowed Paige, guys. Looks like he's not happy. She's on vacation.
Did we talk about our post? Did we talk about it last week? How everyone's on.
We did, but it's still gaining
It's
traction.
still
like,
going.
People
Oh,
are
yeah.
so obsessed with this post. I don't think I actually said what the post was. So the post is various photos of Craig, and it says he cooks, he sews, he gardens, he saves lives. Is there anything Craig Conover can't do? That's 4,800 likes.
Oh
Yes,
my
I'm telling you,
God.
that's it's like my phone has been going off. I have to mute Instagram every day. I'm
It's
like,
always
mute for 10
that. People
and
love
it's always
Craig.
like people commenting like Team Craig.
The people love Craig. I made another one. It's Mia's face doing a surprise
Yeah.
face, but it was like Craig unfollows Paige and updates his RHOA profile, which is what happened. He's on RHOA
Which
now.
is what happened.
Outed his profile, which I think
Good
is
for
funny.
him. Getting back out there.
I said he should find like a nurse, a teacher, someone who has like a little bit of a professional career, who has her shit together, who's like 25 and just wife her up. That's what I think.
I think he's gonna.
I hope he has like a little bit of a like fun
Recovery period.
Yeah.
A lot of people said by the end of the year they think he'll be engaged. And I'm like, that's
He's
super
older, and I kind of could like I think he probably will just like the next person will be the person. That's usually how
I
it
think
happens.
he wants it.
So that's why I hope he picks like a nice little 25-year-old bippity boppity and like lives his best life. I think Craig deserves
A
that.
25-year-old bippity boppity.
Yeah, like get it. I get it.
Hippity boppity.
And speaking of, wasn't Paige in Miami? How did everyone see that? Because I haven't seen that anywhere, but I've read about Paige being in Miami.
I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen
With
that.
Joe D'Amelio. Didn't she go away with him?
Oh, she was on vacation with him. Yeah, that was last
How did people see that? I didn't see any pictures.
I don't know. I saw that last week too, though.
Oh, okay, well. That's why he unfollowed her, I think. That's what everyone said.
Yeah.
Mm.
And now this week, page 6 says that she's freezing her eggs. Good for
Yes.
you.
Makes sense.
Everyone should have insurance on their life. Anyways, so RHONY put out this like casting call, which I follow a lot of the casting people, like the ones that cast for Salt Lake. It was Shed Media is who casts for RHONY and for Salt Lake, and maybe not Potomac. Maybe it is Potomac. I don't know. Anyways, they just put out a casting call, and then they were like, serious inquiries only. Like, ask yourself this question: like, can you really see yourself being a part of this franchise? But then they put out this thing after they're like, thanks to our 1,000 new followers, because people like ran with it. They were so surprised that they were doing a casting call before the reunion even aired yet. Like, basically, they thought that like they were getting rebooted because everyone is just like us, bitching about them, bitching about the show. Anyways, they said we cast every season for every single show. This is not new. We are always looking for new talent. Like, we don't just settle for whatever we have. Like, this is not.
I
new.
agree.
It's not
I've
groundbreaking.
I've seen them everywhere, so I get it.
Yeah. But I would like to say that we followed them long before that post came out. And they're really nice.
One of the casting agents had to like apologize. He's like, guys, he said something. Now I got to go and see what he said.
Yeah. That's funny. Karen's sentencing got postponed to February 26th, probably because she's in treatment. So
When was it supposed to be?
Soon.
Okay.
I think like now, 29th or something, maybe yesterday.
Oh.
So that got postponed, and then we got the Potomac reunion looks, which I know you guys can't see us, but I do want to just take a little peek down the lane and look at them, because I have to say, some people that are usually the worst dressed were actually the best dressed. I thought Giselle looked amazing.
Giselle looked
all in
great.
like white silver was like the thing, which they did in all white like a couple years ago. Remember Candace wore all those feathers, and she wore my shoes that I wore to my rehearsal dinner. Ashley looked pretty, but I don't know why she's posed in such a manner that looks very uncomfortable.
And has holding a blanket.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was a weird pose.
Yeah, I'd like to see what the dress actually looks like, because it's hard to tell. Stacy was wearing like this white bridal gown of daisies. It looked beautiful on her.
She looks
she's
stunning.
Yeah, she is beautiful. She could be on more than QVC. Wendy, I feel like Wendy is always wearing the dress that pushes her boobs up to her throat.
She loves her boobs. She
She
loves her
loves her
boobs.
new
I
boobs.
love her
It's
boobs.
fine, but just like she's
It's a
always
lot of
giving a
boobs.
shoulder moment. Like it's too much.
She loves her boobs. I don't know.
Kay also is
Whew.
beautiful, really highly fashionable, but her boobs are literally like there's no way she sits down and you don't see nipple because they're
How
up
It's
to
does
the
her
chin.
nipple not pop out? It has to be like super
And
glued there.
are these like weird sleeves that she just attached to her elbows?
I don't know. And then the choker, I don't like when you've got that much chest exposed and your tits are in your chin, like the choker's just not
Like they're being
appropriate.
harnessed. They're being harnessed up to her chin.
They probably are.
Mia didn't get a photo standing. She's sitting, so it's very hard to tell, but I don't love it. She looks like an ostrich.
Looks like
I don't know.
Betty
Not
Boop
into,
cosplay.
not in her hair either. Yeah. Okay, I think all of us were like, who was that? So Jazzy is coming to the reunion. Don't know why she's been on like 5 minutes of this show. She doesn't even look like the same human, and she looks like this is a mugshot. She's like not even close to like smiling, smirking, smizing, nothing. Like it's awful. And the dress, I had to say the dress might be good, but everything about it is so bad that like I can't tell. I don't like the dress, but I don't know. And then Jacqueline looks like she went to the fucking oops, I got knocked up section at David's Bridal. I'm not into it. The shotgun wedding section of fucking David's Bridal. What was that one that closed? Angelo and something.
Oh, Alfred Angelo or something?
Yeah, Alfred and Angelo. He looks like
oh my god.
like shotgun wedding of Alfred and Angelo's.
I can't.
It's bad. It's all around bad. And then, as you know, the Grand Dame is not there. So I wonder if she was wearing white at rehab. Guess we'll find out. Okay, you guys know how Brandi Glanville has been going around saying she has some kind of parasite in her face and all this stuff. And even Terry Dubrow commented and he was like, no, you don't. You're botched. Well, I guess she's going to him for surgery.
Good.
He's performing plastic surgery on her. I hope she's on Botched because Joe and I love that show.
I think if anyone can do it, it's Dr. Dubrow.
100%.
Do you think it'll be on an episode of Botched?
That's what I'm saying. I hope it is. And she needs the money. Lord knows she needs the money.
And it would be a free surgery too, so.
Yeah, exactly. Sheena wrote a book, guys. Sheena wrote a book. It's called My Good Side. And everyone is like, I will bet my life savings that there's a chapter called Good as Gold.
100%.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm going to read it.
Are you?
Yeah, why not?
I want to see it on your Goodreads account.
I'm going to need the Cliff Notes.
Okay, I can do that.
Also, guys, just a side note, I'm already almost finished with my February book, and it's not even February.
Look at you
I love that.
go.
2025, that's me.
I just started a new book today, and I can't wait to read it. I'm going to read it tomorrow.
So this picked up a lot of traction. I actually think the Bravo babe is the person that like broke it, but Spencer was asked if Chaim and Heidi would ever go to the clubhouse for Watch What Happens Live. I think the Bravo babe asked that, and he was like, never. Not after Andy called my wife trash like 10 years ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
Called her music trash. And the Bravo babe like dug up the clip. But now I actually saw Page 6 reported that Spencer said he would never let his wife do Housewives because Andy called her trash, which I don't think that is true. I think it's the original comment, but because like what, the housewife of what? You don't even have a house anymore and you're not even rich.
And now we said it.
Well, like you're not rich. Like what are you the housewife of? Who asked? No one asked you to be a housewife.
Yeah.
But
I've always been a fan of Spencer, so
I'm definitely a Spidey fan, but like if you're coming for Andy and I have to pick sides, I'm gonna pick Andy.
Oh, she's gonna pick Andy. See, you guys, I'm not a big fan of Andy. So
Really?
I didn't know that.
No.
I didn't know I don't like Andy.
You don't like Andy now? Now you don't like Andy? You just said I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I'm not.
Why?
I don't like his attitude.
What's wrong with his attitude?
What?
Well, I've just heard stories, and I don't want to get on Bravo's bad side, so I'll keep my mouth
Well,
shut.
you're on my bad side after that
Yeah,
comment.
you're on my bad side, actually. You're
So,
actually
how
on
do
my-
you think about taking this
I just
podcast to a duo?
I just heard when he's out in the Hamptons, he's not like the nicest person.
I believe
That's
that.
fine.
Okay, there you go.
I'm
Well, there you-
also not the nicest
I believe that
person.
he's
I
not. He doesn't even seem to be like he would be. He seems like he's a very like, if I think you're funny, then I'm gonna laugh, and if I don't, I'm not gonna give you like a pity laugh. That's for sure.
Okay, that's fine. That's valid.
You know how hard I work just to get him to repost something of ours, and he's done it like maybe 3 times total. And I work
love
hard.
Mhm.
I love that.
He sees it all. It tells me when he sees it.
I'm just not the biggest. I like Spencer more than I like Andy.
Whoa,
I think I'm
whoa! We are veering into blasphemy.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta check out.
Can
I'm
I
outta
force
here.
Amanda out?
Yeah,
Oh
can
my
you
God.
force quit? Eject her from this pod.
You guys, he's the one you're gonna ride for. I like it. I like it. He's the one you
Yeah.
guys are gonna ride for.
Why?
There you
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're
well.
Bravo podcast hosts.
Do you think the Watch What Crappens guys don't like Andy?
We're not them.
No, we're not them.
They're going to be on Watch What Happens this
We
week.
don't like
I know,
anybody.
I'm
That's
gonna
why I
say.
like them. Are they?
Yeah, they're going to be
That's-
bartenders.
I love that
That's
for them.
major.
They're in New York right now. I was just listening to New York too. They're so
That's
funny.
major. Good
Like,
for
they're
them.
How do we get to
You
become
know
the
what?
bartenders?
They
They've
keep
been
trying, guys.
At this for like 12, 13 years.
Forever.
A long, long time.
And they, I feel like, are finally gaining a lot of traction, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And
They were doing it like right when COVID hit. They had so many live shows. They were gaining so much. And then obviously everything like shut down for so long. But that's like when they were, they're
I
so
didn't
good.
realize that they were doing it this long. They literally, like, in their podcast,
Yeah.
be like, yes, like, remember, like, 12 years ago when we said this, and this? I'm like, oh my God, like,
They
12
deserve
years.
it.
They're
They're so
so-
funny, and they were so nice.
They're like the Bravo
was like,
podcast.
my favorite is when they do Bill Aiden. He's like my
I know.
favorite.
When we saw Ronnie at BravoCon, I ran up to him like I was more excited to see him than anyone else.
Anybody else?
And he was
feel
like, yeah, like, I know who you are. And it was like,
What?
you know who I am? What? It was funny. Did you guys see that Erica Jane's son is like the officer witness in the ASAP
Yes.
trial?
All
the
roads
way to
lead
Bravo.
back to Bravo.
So funny.
It's like the Kevin Bacon, you know, like 6, isn't it like the 7 people of Kevin Bacon or something?
Degrees.
Yeah, the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I don't even know what Kevin Bacon is, but I've heard that.
What?
Who is he?
You know who he is. If
Footloose.
you saw him, you would be like, oh, I know.
Oh, that's Kevin Bacon?
Yeah,
Everyone knows Kevin Bacon. It all leads
Yeah.
back to Kevin Bacon.
and Bravo.
I like Andy more than him, too.
Same.
Do you want to read this last note, Amanda?
Oh my God, it was my favorite thing. I was cackling when I read this. Guys, I love Croy. I think he's so funny. He stole Kim's Ozempic. And it's like, you know, it's the
Over
Ozempic.
prescription medication, which we know is Ozempic.
Because in the thing, it says he stole it from the refrigerator. And you're not paying $1,500 for anything besides Ozempic that you keep in the refrigerator. I was dying.
Insane.
So,
I didn't think she was on Ozempic. She's always been very thin. And
she's
I
so
thought, you know, the stress would just make you more thin because you're not eating. But no, she's very thin because of Ozempic.
Stress does different things for different people.
That is true. And Croy stole it all. So I wonder if he's on Ozempic now.
Oh my God. Gotta look real fit at that job site.
well, just to like throw it out. Like that.
Oh my God. He was like so pissed that she spent the $1,500 on it. It's, oh God, it's so
I
good.
stole it and sold it. Okay.
On the black market. I bet you could get fucking Ozempic on the black
I
market.
was like,
Sure you
is
can.
that an option?
My father-in-law's Ozempic. He doesn't even like to take it.
Ship it right here.
I was like, maybe I'll just take this out of your fridge if you're not using it. All right, can we talk about Traitors? Because I don't watch anymore after the first 5 minutes when they killed Robyn.
I was
Oh,
like, oh
God.
man, Jenna's gonna be going through it.
They murdered Robyn. I was sad. That was, I mean, I got their reasoning, but it was kind of dumb because she's like not smart or good at this game.
No.
And yeah, she was calling out every single wrong traitor. So like,
Right.
why?
Like she
turn
would have
around.
thrown everyone off the scent for you, so you should have kept her. Just saying. Wes is
Agreed.
definitely on to Rob, and he's doing that like whole Wes lying thing where he's like,
Yeah.
"No, I didn't say that. I didn't say
Yeah.
anything."
He's so funny. Wes pisses me off, but I do enjoy
I
him.
talk with Wes. Also, this is like not this podcast, but the Challenge All Stars is starting, and they just did like a really big like 40 season 40 where they brought back people from like era 1, like Rachel and Mark and like all these super old people, and Rachel actually won, which is crazy. But they're doing an All Star season. Starts yesterday.
Oh.
Whoops, forgot it.
Add it to the weekend watching.
Yeah, there's just too many damn shows. I don't know. The traders are like not trusting each other because obviously like a trader got a trader out, so that's not going well for them. They're all like cracking too. It looks bad.
Insane.
Danielle's a
Sandoval thinks
weirdo.
that he's in a Harry Potter movie. Like that's
Oh my God, you're obsessed
Tom,
with me.
when he's going on about Tom Riddle, I lost it.
so funny. So funny. So
Somebody
they
like
do-
posted the meme of Ariana's like, "Oh, you like Harry Potter? You like Harry Potter?"
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Oh
I know you like Harry Potter.
It's so funny.
Oh my
She's
god.
good. I'm loving Tom on this. I know everyone's like, I hate Tom.
I'm not
I think
hating him at all.
no,
I
he's
honestly stopped
so
hating him the last season of Vanderpump. He really
Me
didn't bother me.
too.
There were people that bothered me way more, and I thought that Ariana was honestly like so obnoxious.
I've never liked Ariana, so I was like,
No, me neither.
whatever. I mean, I get why Tom did what he
You
did.
gotta like as a girl, you
whoa.
had to ride for her a little bit just as like a woman.
I get it.
Not
I get it.
Amanda, apparently.
For a while. No,
Doesn't like Andy, understands why Tom did it. What else
I'm
are you
getting
going to
canceled.
illuminate?
This is why we can't go famous, you guys. I'm getting canceled in one episode,
You're
straight to
getting
jail.
canceled by us, too. Imagine
Yeah.
what the general
Actually,
public will say.
next she's gonna be like, I like Tamra and
Ew,
Marge is
God.
my favorite housewife.
Melissa Gorga is my favorite.
Ugh.
Bye.
I think I'd have to leave if that was the case. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be invited.
I would
No.
eject you immediately if you said that. So, anyways, back to traders. They do a mission where they have to like solve riddles, and the shields end up going to Sierra and Dolo. So
I love that.
But
I
Dolo
love that.
didn't even like play that dumb
No.
traitor Danielle like gave
Danielle.
her, which just made her look like a traitor. It just was not smart. She was acting real funny. Then she was throwing Carolyn under the bus, like telling people like, wouldn't she be the perfect traitor because no one suspects her? Which like is obviously true. She is the perfect
Yeah.
traitor because no one suspects her because she's nuts. And then they do the round table. And they have nothing, no one has anything to go off of other than they really think that one traitor was in the coffin during that coffin thing. And so it's either Sierra or Nikki. And
So they're gonna kill Sierra off tonight, I feel like. Or
Maybe.
next week whenever we see it. Will we see it tonight?
If you,
Do you
stay
get a murder
up late
from
enough.
it's at 9
Yeah.
p.m. But so Nikki and Sierra get in like a girl fight because Sierra said, have you ever like laughed with your gut? Like you don't have any emotion.
I feel like people say that about Sierra on Summer House, and like she just
I
went
think
with that.
that's what's so funny about it. I'm like, you are like the least emotionless person telling someone else that they're lacking emotion. And like, yeah, that girl's probably on like fucking 75 milligrams of Xanax right now because she's going through like a domestic violence situation and like a custody battle.
There you have
Probably
it.
not okay. But the crying, oh my god, the Garcelle
Thank
cry.
you. I'm so glad somebody's on
It
board with it.
was.
Did you guys know I was gonna be pissed? I'm like,
Like,
guys.
stop.
You've known these people for 3 seconds, okay? You met them yesterday.
It's nonsense.
So they banished Nikki. Bye, Nikki Bella. See you later. Should have stayed with John Cena. And Dylan tells Carolyn that Danielle's coming for her. That's how we end. So I wonder, who do you think they're going to murder tonight?
I was thinking about that tonight when I was driving home. I'm like, who are they going to murder? And I don't know.
I put up a poll about it. The last time I checked, one person was like, I say Tom every time, and then he just keeps showing back up again.
I hope they don't murder Tom.
That
He's
was
so
just
sad. I think he's so funny.
Let me check my poll.
I hope they get a traitor out. They're either going to vote for Danielle or
Gabby
Rob.
and
That's what I
Tom.
think.
Could be Gabby. Have you guys ever watched her TikTok?
No, but I will.
Like, got new nails. Blur, blur, blur. I go and watch it because that is verbatim what she says. She leaves the nail salon. Got new nails.
All right.
You know, I'm a big Batch girl. I'm a Bachelor Nation fan. Did you not know that about
I
me?
did. I've watched one episode of The Bachelor.
Ever?
Yeah.
I watch it just so that I can watch Bachelor in Paradise, which is like the best part of the Bachelor Nation, where it's like where all the Bachelor rejects go. If you
Oh.
ever listen to Betches, Bachelor by Betches, they're like they call it the Dome of Undateables, like the people that like are rejected from it. Anyways, had to be there. Okay, let's talk about Southern Charm. I caused a little ruckus on our Instagram because I don't like Taylor and I'm not afraid to say it.
I agree.
People are starting to come around to that idea too, though. People don't really like her either. It's not just me
So
anymore.
annoying, you guys.
Last season, remember, like that girl was like commenting, fighting with me because I didn't like her.
I mean, she hooked up with her best friend's man. You're trash, okay? You know what?
Right.
You're not a girl's girl. And if you guys don't like Kyle, you can't like Tyler, and that's what that is.
But you understand why Sandoval did it?
Yeah, well,
So the
it
issue
doesn't
that
make him
I have-
like it doesn't whatever.
the issue I have with her is not like they all do the same stuff, right? Like that's not the issue. The people are like, you're mad at her because and everyone else is worse than her. Blah, blah. I'm like, that's not the issue. The
Yeah.
issue is that she comes in with her fucking Bible tucked under her arm, like I'm a
yeah.
Christian, and that's why blah 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 blah. And I'm a Christian, and I'm a Christian, and then you fucking hide behind your Christianity, and you're still an asshole. Don't held yourself to this fucking high and mighty like versus 12 through 16 standard, and then I can't. It's too much for me. I really can't. Second book of Chronicles. Goodbye. Okay. Well,
I am enjoying how they're leaving Austin out of everything this season. He didn't get to go golfing. He doesn't get to go on the fishing trip. So
what? You fucking went golfing without me? Unbelievable. You insane? Golfing without me?
And you know what another thing I love?
Doing impressions on our podcast.
You're honestly really good at impressions.
You are.
Really?
Yeah.
So I think you're like really good at it.
Like you always nail like the cadence and the delivery. Like
yeah,
you are
got
good.
You guys,
You got the ear.
more often.
I love that the producers play the threesome clip every
opportunity.
They literally play it once a week. It's so good.
Someone mentions Austin's name and you get Madison.
Calling his
Madison.
I love it. I thank you, producers. Thank you for listening to the fans. I cackle every time it gets on TV.
It's so good.
I'll never not laugh at it.
They go to Molly's mini tuba show, which I made a meme, a post about her, and she reposted it, and then she was like, "This is actually called a euphonium, I think."
Mm-hmm.
And I just say mini tuba because everyone knows what a tuba is. It was so cute.
I am here for her. I love her. Like she is gorgeous and weird. What?
What?
Do you think Shep's in love with her?
I think he could be.
Okay.
She's too like smart for him.
Oh. I think Shep's intelligent.
He is intelligent, and I think that he wants someone who's intelligent, but at the end of the day, he's just pre-programmed to be like a chauvinist, so it just wouldn't work, you know?
Okay.
Anywho, that's why he picked Taylor. Fucking dumbass New Testament bitch.
That is a whole new sentence.
And I hate her. I do hate her. I don't like when she was like talking to Sally, like, yeah, and what did she say? Something. She called her this. Like,
yeah,
she's
like this.
Laura lost her mind on Jackie for calling her this.
Yeah.
She's like, they're just trying to take down my boyfriend. He's just trying to talk shit on my boyfriend, like this one, like this.
Girl was just sitting there, like minding her own business, hanging out, and catching strays.
Where they were going to be like, fine. She's just so annoying.
Oh God, hate her. She went on Watch What Happens Live and she brought her mom and Gaston's mom. Like, why would you do that? To embarrass yourself and your boyfriend?
Ugh.
Well, Gaston wasn't gonna go.
No.
He wants no part of this.
But he still
Something's wrong with her.
films.
I know, which is so weird.
Yeah. So we end with everyone getting pissed at JT for trying to make Taylor listen, whatever. And then like Fanita like romanticizing JT, which I almost threw up watching.
It's
I heard
just,
later that they
Look
actually
at him and
dated.
think
They were
attractive.
dating.
yeah, I think
What?
we're going to see it.
Yeah.
Them dating.
Yeah.
Her just calling him yummy. Like,
Yeah.
does he look yummy? And I was like, whoa, I wasn't ready for that.
It went here like out of nowhere. It was weird. It was
Yeah.
weird. Very gross.
You know.
Anyways. Southern Hospitality, we finish up Lake's birthday at the lake, and Emmy loses her mind because the group tries to tell her all the stuff that Will's been saying about her, and she was like, he's not here to defend himself, and like threw the fucking chair. But the makeup streaked down the face was just like a personal thing for me. So bad.
It looked like painted on. I was like, I don't think I've ever cried and like my mascara has ever run like that. I don't wear waterproof mascara. Like it was.
I mean, all it takes is like go like this once and like you're good. Just lift your little eye back up. It's not that hard. I don't know. Maybe I just don't cry like that, I guess.
Don't ask me.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, you never had to own waterproof mascara a day in your life. Joe smashed his face on the pool. We just like that was just casually mentioned, even though he had like concrete
Looks
burn.
insane.
Yeah, he had a concussion. He had to go to the fucking
Yeah, it was
hospital.
pretty bad. Pretty
we
bad.
just breezed by it.
And then we end
I think Maddie crying over it was a little bit extra, though. That kind of pissed me off. Like, oh my God, stop.
They were just
To
drunk.
be honest, I don't see their relationship. I don't see it. They just look like friends to me. Maybe she's a beard. I don't know. I don't see it. Honestly, if I'm gonna say one of them is gay, I would actually believe Maddie's gay and use her beard.
Also on the table.
Yeah, could be. But anyways, we end with TJ and Joe meeting, and then TJ starts to share about how their night together meant something to him.
I don't like it. It just feels icky.
It does too. It feels like you're trying to like out him. I don't know. It's weird. TJ's just
I don't think
bit.
it's going to land how he thought it was going to land.
I don't either. Because nobody really likes him, I think. Like, he's just such a bitch.
He's a gnat.
Yeah.
He's a
The gnat is back. Teddy. Oh, Potomac. All right, we only have one more episode of Potomac, right? Okay, why are we ending in like we're ending in a copycat Lisa Vanderpump style where we're having a dog fashion show. Like, but this is not Vanderpump.
No.
Anyways, so they go to Ashley's performance. She was great. Good for her. Titties were tasseling. Kate Chastain.
In front of Uncle Lump, I was dying.
In front of your uncle and mom is a little weird.
I would be fine in front of my mom, like whatever, but your uncle, that's odd.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah to all of it. And your boyfriend and your friends. Yeah to all of it. Kate Chastain was there.
Loved that. Yeah. I love a little Kate cameo.
They talked a lot about Kiarna and her situation with her man. I'm just over it. They're not going to make it. He doesn't like that you're on Housewives. And honestly, like, where were we saying this? Were we saying this on the pod or in our group chat where we were like, I don't know why she even is a main, but I think it's just because they didn't want her to sue Bravo for the whole like Deborah situation.
Yeah. I think it was in the group chat.
Yeah. She's boring. Like, she's giving nothing. Nothing. You're giving your boyfriend who doesn't want to be here. That's like, you're not giving us anything. And then Stacey invites everyone to this dog charity fashion show, and she like tells everyone that they're going to get dressed up and walk in it. And then she brings them to Vivian, who is Karen's friend, but is also her friend. So according to Karen, she should have asked her first before she used Vivian for the fashion show.
I love a completely made up nonsensical fight. Like this is a non-issue issue.
I love when Giselle makes up like new rules for the group.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Yes.
Only for
and
one
Giselle
member
is
of the
so
group.
behind this. Giselle's like, well, you could have just texted her or given her a heads up. Like,
yeah.
You could have just asked.
Also, she's like, and maybe I have a traumatic dog incident, so I'm not walking.
In her confessional, she's just like giggling about it.
I know. But she doesn't seem like
You know
a dog.
what though? As not a dog person, I wouldn't want to walk with a dog.
Yeah.
Couldn't be.
I would like to be asked. I think that's probably appropriate. And I am a dog person, but you should probably ask me first.
Yes, I agree.
So Stacy finally loses it, and then she goes to lunch with me, and she shares all Karen's dirty little secrets about how she told her not to hang out with Wendy or Mia.
There you have it.
And that's
Which
it.
I believe.
It's gonna end next week. Praise the Lord, sweet baby Jesus.
Do you think it's a 2 or 3 part reunion?
I can't
Hopefully
imagine
we
what we
do.
could do with 3 parts, but
Yeah.
you know Bravo, they like to drag it out. So
I hope it's only 2. I think New York is only going to be 2 too.
I
Is
don't
it?
know.
That's what I heard today.
I
so
don't
I guess
know.
we'll see.
Well, we haven't even gotten Boring Becky yet, so I don't know. Married to Med. Okay, one thing I'll say, like, after, so you watched Boring Ass Potomac and then you put on Married to Med, and they literally go to 2 different cities in the same freaking episode. Like, give me more of that. So the doctors go to the White House, which is pretty cool, honestly, for reproductive rights movement. And then they head back, and then they take the couple's trip to Key West. One thing I'm like starting to notice, and I really think that Dr. G still is in love with Quad.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think he ever got over. I don't think she ever really loved him. I think that like she just wanted someone with a little cash so she could like elevate a little bit. And it just like went too far. And like I think he was super in love with her. And when she didn't want to be in it anymore, she just like turned it into a toxic relationship. You know how people do that?
Mm-hmm.
Like rather than just leaving, they're like,
You leave
let's
me instead of me leaving you.
see how far I can push this person. But I think he still loves her, which is sad because I think his wife is obsessed with him.
Yeah.
That little age gap hoe. So, anyways, they take the couple's trip to Key West, and before they go, Heavenly calls Phaedra, and she invited Apollo to go on the couple trip, which I knew it was coming because it was in the preview. I didn't know that Phaedra knew about it, so now that kind of like, obviously, like I think she had to be somewhat in
Doesn't
on it.
Mm-hmm.
Apollo have a, I don't know, is it a wife, a partner?
A
if you're on-
wife.
A
Yeah.
wife. Okay.
But I actually think they're on the outs now because they had a little DV situation recently.
Oh,
As
Jesus.
Apollo.
Yeah. So Shireen is her name. They were on that. Remember, they were on like a VH1,
Oh, like
a
marriage.
Love and Hip Hop couples retreat kind of thing.
Yeah.
I told you guys about it.
I feel like you're right.
So he's gonna show up, and these women are not into Phaedra at all. They don't want her on the
No.
show. And you know what? Her best revenge is like, okay, I'll just be a man on Atlanta. Bye. No big deal. See ya.
Yeah. And she got paid for this too. So I like Phaedra. I think she works for her money. She's raising those 2 kids on her own. So good for you, Phaedra.
She's
It's
an
very-
entertainer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love her.
Yeah.
Remember when? Didn't you buy a shirt just so we could take?
We did just to get a picture with her. And she was so nice. Like, yeah, she
She was
funny, but so nice.
Um,
She like
well,
fixed my hair. I
we
was
bought the
so drunk.
shirts to the line to take the picture. Yeah. We had the Below Deck Sailing season finale, which like we're not getting a break because we're jumping directly into
Right
Below Deck
in.
on Monday.
It
not
was
even
good. You know what? This was a good season. It was funny. It was
a good
cute.
season. It was a very good season. I mean, they ended on a high. I think Chase did a good job, or not Chase. Cloyce did a good job. Danny was chasing Chase around the entire fucking episode. It was so
weirdo. They dated for a while, and then if you watch what happens live, the tea came out. They turned crazy with each other, toxic, and then
Was that surprising?
Not
And then they
paying
didn't
for their boat.
they were on the run.
Yeah, on the lam from the boat maintenance guy.
I love that Aisha spelled it all. Thank you, Aisha.
He lived
You
like
guys, I never mentioned this, and every time I'm watching the show, I'm like, I gotta say that. But every single time that they sail, and single time that stuff goes flying, I find it so hilarious.
Thank you for sharing.
I think it's so funny when everything just goes
nothing
flying
is tacked down, and that they don't know how to keep stuff tacked down after all this time.
After every single time, it's so funny to me. I'm
Like
like,
if every time is the first time they've ever sailed. Yeah, I do. I think it's
they're like, oh shit. I'm like dying. Like, it's so good.
We're healing. Oh my god.
Amanda,
yeah. So
what
they
you
end up.
think of Cloyce's rap?
What do you mean?
What did you think about it? Because I know you were feeling a little hot for Chloe. So, like, did that immediately put out the flame, or like?
That
I
dried
don't
my
know that I
vagina
remember
right
it. Now I
up.
gotta think about it. His rap. Now I gotta think about it. His rap song.
It was in the end. He had
He
sunglasses
put his
on.
glasses on, and he said, "Let me see if I can
Oh,
wrap this up."
I didn't see it because I always quit watching when they say goodbyes. It's too sentimental and it annoys me. So I always stop. I never watched the goodbyes.
It wasn't that sentimental.
I
But
never
Gary,
watched the goodbyes. The last one I watched was when Gary and Daisy were leaving together. That was the last part I saw. After that, I'm like, okay. I think it's so awkward when people are like, goodbye. I'm more of an Irish exit girl.
Love an Irish goodbye.
same.
So
Joe
that's
made me that way. My husband, like, never. He always wants to be the
I'm
first to
like,
leave.
bye,
and
see ya.
never
I'm
says
out. Or I
goodbye.
just am gone. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's true. I think he would have made me leave my own wedding that way if it wasn't my wedding. Gary confessed his love to Daisy again for the millionth time too. Forgot to mention that.
And then they went out to
He and
lunch.
Daisy dated also for like a year, and then ended
Yes.
it, and they're still friends. But then on Watch What Happens Live, she said they were never official, but they dated.
Yeah,
for-
and they were in like different countries, so I'm sure like just seeing each other, hanging out, like hooking
Lizzie,
up.
I
Lizzie.
honestly was shocked that she ever saw him again. I'm just gonna be honest.
I actually am too, especially for a year. I thought, wow, a year. So
All right, let's talk Beverly Hills. And Kyle's stupid armbands really made me so mad. I'm like, why does she have these fucking tennis elbow, like tension rods on her arm? And why is she wearing them around? But she's in her like fucking, whatever brand clothing. Like, what are you doing? Stop. We get that you work out, Kyle. Get a life. That's your day hang out with your kids. Your kids don't want to go to lunch with you, Kyle. Like, stop being weird and trying to like bully Portia to tell you where they're going to lunch, you freak. Then she gets everyone together so she can like rally her army because she wants people on her side, and nobody's buying it.
I love
No.
that Sutton is staying on her neck, and it's so good. I know we have our beef with Fragile Legs, but like right now, I'm loving her.
Strange pumpkin. She is a strange pumpkin. Like, what the fuck? Dorit's like mid-sentence talking about her kid, and she's like, okay, and so speaking of, time to go. You are so fucking weird. So weird.
I mean, I think she just doesn't. I think she just thinks Dorit's boring. She doesn't want her like to have screen time, and she's like, let's move this along.
But
I'm
Dorit
bored
is
of
not
you.
boring. But she doesn't want her to have screen time because it takes away
Yeah.
from her screen time.
Yeah.
Guys, when she came down the stairs at Garcelle, up to her nip naps, I couldn't.
They're like, where's the waist? Where's the waist?
They go to Garcelle's new beach house, which is beautiful, and Dorit and Kyle have the 700th conversation that's not going to land them it being friends again. The end. And there you have it. It was fine. I mean, it's always good. Like, nothing groundbreaking. RHONY reunion, part 1. It was.
Brynn is fucking getting it.
Yeah, she's getting whacked. I didn't even think that much about how Jessel would respond to what was said, but she did say that, but I guess we, the viewer, didn't see the whole context of it, of the conversation, but she did actually say those words.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well,
I can see why she'd be mad.
Yeah, understandable. Incredibly understandable.
At the same time, like, I get why she would be pissed off, but I think all you have to do is tell your husband, if you're in like a loving, caring relationship, like, listen, I didn't say that shit. She took it out of context. I'll fucking tell you what she
Pavitt really cares? I don't think Pavitt gives a shit.
I don't think he cares. No.
I don't think he's right.
Yeah.
I don't think Pavitt watches the show.
Whatever. You're not my soulmate. Okay. No big
This
deal.
chicken sandwiches, actually.
No, like, I feel like he probably doesn't even watch. He's probably like, whatever. Like,
yeah, I don't think he really cares. You guys, when Jenna and Andy are talking about how like they bumped into each other at their party, and she's like, well, you know, like Bezos had just arrived. I'm like, why are you on this show? Like, there's no literal use for you here at all. This is so beneath you. Why are you here?
It's like
your
funsies. It's like a hobby.
I think there for fun. Like, she's probably not like really working. She's probably doesn't have a lot going on. Her son is like busy. So she's probably like, I need something to do. I might as well do this.
So funny. Well, I think she's also really friends with Andy. So at first I feel like it was a favor.
Oh, okay. Also, I commented like maybe she's having money issues, and no one really agreed with me. Only a few people did. So.
Well, she did not donate to charity, so you could be right.
I don't know.
I said
Wanting
she
to return that bathrobe isn't doing her any favors.
She doesn't have a job.
She didn't buy the Bentley. She didn't buy the Bentley, so
I know, and she doesn't have a job. What's her job?
exactly. She doesn't have a job.
Eyelashes.
She's Jenna fucking Lyons.
Yeah, that's
She
not.
got a lot of
job.
products.
What does
I
that
feel like
say?
she may have invested too much of her money in all these products because remember last year, like the big issue was like her giving stuff that she like invested in, like the gifts. So
Yeah.
maybe she over invested and nothing has succeeded. So maybe she really is having money issues, you guys.
Could be. Can you hear my son?
He agrees with me. Thank you, Romeo. I love that for you. Thank you.
Oh.
Having a great time. We always have a great time. Ubu moved to Connecticut with her man, so I don't think she should be allowed back. I think you should have to reside in New York City if you want to be on the Housewives of New York City.
I was like,
And
this is not the real Housewives of the Tri-State.
It was questionable when they let Little Miss Brooklyn be on the first season. So, if you have to cross the bridge.
Trying to survive.
We're down here in Brooklyn trying to survive.
It's so funny. And that was pretty much it. I mean, as to be expected, everyone's mad at Brynn, you know?
And when it started and Brynn goes to Garcelle, like, everything's fine. Jessel's like, you think everything is fine?
I know, it was funny.
She's really like, this is too much, Annie. It's beginning to be too much.
I do, on like a human level, feel like, oh my God, like this girl's so unwell that she doesn't even know how unwell she is. She was really like delusional. It's kind of sad.
Well, and like what really like hit me is like, oh, she interacted with us a lot last season, and like,
Yeah.
I don't think it like she knows it was not a good season.
Yeah, she's a ghost. Even and I don't really put that much stuff about her.
Yeah,
negative or positive, but she's like a ghost now, and she follows us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the Salt Lake reunion, guys. I just don't like Meredith. She's such a fucking Karen. Like, I really can't with her. She's like, and I demand to see the footage, and I'm gonna pull out my notes. What I texted you guys today, I'm like, how come when Jessel pulls her phone notes out about people, I think it's funny, and when Meredith does it, I feel like she's demanding to speak to the manager at a restaurant. Like, I don't like it.
I find Meredith so entertaining.
I do too. I think she's hilarious. I think she's a fucking delusional lunatic, and
she's definitely entertaining for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just don't like her, but she's definitely entertaining. It's like Brittany. Like, I don't like Brittany, but she's entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Meredith, I think she's just like so like zannied out or something. Like I don't know. I just don't think like there's something about Meredith that like
it's not firing on all cylinders.
Right? Like there's something going on, and I don't know what it is.
2 seasons ago too. It's like you're fighting with Angie about last season. Like
I don't even know what that conversation was about. I was so confused
Sean
when they were
so nice. Like, just shut up.
The fact that it was
was like
a 10
what you're fighting about, and they were like,
it was like a 10-minute fight about Monica. Like we've all established that she is not a reliable narrator for anything. So why are we putting so much stock into what she did and did not say?
Oh, so dumb. And then we get into the Bronwyn like backpedaling about the cheating, which really there wasn't too much there, but I'm just like, one, yeah, he fucking cheated. You just got your Amex allowance reduced, and that's why you're like lying now and saying he didn't. Like, let's be honest about it.
He looked genuinely shocked when Andy brought up like Gwen being the one to find out about the affair.
I was commenting about that today. Bronwyn is a fucking liar, dude.
And she's not good at it. Like, I enjoy watching her. I find her entertaining, but she's not a good liar.
She pisses me off. I find her obnoxious.
She is. I mean, I think probably the only dry eye in the house was Amanda's when Mary was talking about her son. Even Andy was crying. Everyone was crying. Not Amanda, but everyone else was crying.
No, I was not crying. You know, I feel for her, and it's a horrible situation. It's one of my fears, which is maybe why I avoid shit like that. It's a fear of mine. So maybe that's why I avoid it, okay?
Has Andy ever cried before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. because I have another picture of him like this, which I turned into a meme about Ron J because why not, you know?
Yeah, why not?
Do you guys think Seth has a side chick in Ohio? Wanted to ask
Yeah,
you.
Probably.
I
Yeah, I think so too. I don't even think they're
I
like
love how he was like, you know, she's like a weekend wife. I like to see her on the weekend.
And he was like, yeah, my side chick's here, and I got 2 of them. Like, he's just so, like,
bro.
And he held up his hands.
crude, bro. Like,
Biatch.
he is.
Yeah,
And
he's
Todd
like,
was like, "Oh yeah, I totally get it. I like being away from Bronwyn all week too." The most
yes.
Todd said all season, the most enthusiastic he ever was.
It's like, I understand it. I get it. I get it.
Well, we're gonna get stupid Brittany next week, so buckle up.
I can't wait.
Oh, I can't wait. Her and Jared.
Oh,
And
God.
then
I wish they would have brought out Jared.
that'll be a wrap on Salt Lake, and Sold on SLC is also wrapping next week, which I assumed was gonna happen. A little 8-episode ditty. I don't know that that's coming back. It's not that good. Maybe. We'll see.
I have not watched 1 episode of it.
You know what? I'm just like, I fucking hate and I don't want to like say, I don't want to throw the Mormon like label because I like it's yes like culturally like linked, I think, in that way, but I don't want to like offend our Mormon listeners out there because I do like, you know, I'm like open to all religions and cultures.
Okay.
Anyways, throwing that out there. But this like this girl Jen, like she leaves the LDS church a long time ago, but it is so clear that like it is ingrained in her. Like she's coming after Malaysia for hosting the party where everyone found out that Matt was seeing the strippers and wants her to apologize to him and his wife for what she put them through. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and that guy too, still trying to blame Malaysia. His wife comes and yells at Malaysia. I'm like, what are you fucking people doing? Like, this is crazy. Now they all think she masterminded the party and like brought this girl there to like set him up. And I'm like, you know what? Even if we go so far as to say that's true, he still did it. Why are we not mad at this guy? Ugh.
It's like when women get mad at the other woman because they slept with their
Right.
husband. You should really be mad at your husband,
like
not
your husband is the fucking perv. Then
Yeah.
they go out and do this like breath work thing, right? And Kenny has like a very authentic, like crying, you know, trauma release experience. Okay, great. Then all of a sudden Matt's like, I just feel like I avoid confrontation because I just thrive on connection. Which I'm like, what cereal box did you read that off of? And like, this is not real. You fucking phony. I can't. Then they do a bonfire where Jen makes a like pulls out a suggestion box. Nobody's gonna write what they really mean on that, and then she's reading them aloud. And one person's like, basically like, "You're amazing, and we learn everything from you, and you're so selfless, and you work so hard." And she's crying. I'm like, "Get me out of
She
here."
write it herself?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Probably. I don't know. I'm just very. It's making me so mad that it's like keeping me engaged, I think. So that's good.
Rage bait.
Yeah.
I like it.
And it's over. There's one more episode next week. And then it's over. And then what are we going to do?
Did they say when Atlanta comes back?
Yeah, that's coming March 9th.
Okay.
When is Summer House come back?
February 12th?
Oh, not next week.
Bravo Andy mentioned you in their story.
Shut
up! I'm dying.
up!
I knew one would bite.
Oh my god.
He probably is going to delete it after he listens to this.
Love you, Daddy.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jenna, you just were saying how hard you work. I love that for us.
And you're going to ruin it all, Amanda.
Never felt so seen. Is it? It's like so cheesy to repost his repost, but I like want to.
He loves it. He thinks it's so funny. He put a huge smile.
That's what I mean about him. Like, you never know like what'll bite. It's not what you think you would find funny. But I sent like 5 things to him today, and that's the one.
And that's the one that stuck.
He thinks this one's hilarious. Well, thank you, Andy. You know, just sometimes you can annoy me. That's all.
Thanks, Daddy.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people annoy me. You know what, Andy? You're
You've
not.
really gone through like the flow of emotions like
I think because I
throughout
don't
this
want
whole
you guys to be
episode.
upset with me. I don't like that you guys are that upset with me. It doesn't
Well,
make
I
me
mean,
feel good. It doesn't make me
She
feel good.
thrives
I don't.
on connection, and she's not good with confrontation. Oh my god! All right, guys. Anything else on Bravo?
No, I'm excited that Summer House is coming back in 2 weeks. I just learned that today.
Yeah, on my anniversary. That's what's coming on Wednesday, so we get like no Wednesdays off because it just rolls right into summer.
Okay.
Ugh.
What are they gonna? Yeah. Okay. I'm ready for it.
That's fine. And then, so you were asking about Atlanta. That comes back on the 9th, which will be a Sunday, which is probably, obviously, Potomac will be gone by then, but I would assume Married to Med will also be gone by then as well. So
Okay.
that'll be our Sunday night. So, yeah, we're just rolling right in. Rolling with the homies. What do you
I
guys
was
do?
almost gonna sing that. That's so funny.
What are you guys doing this weekend?
Nothing.
Brad.
Going to Home Depot. Bread.
Making bread.
Making bread.
Sarah Lee, 45 cal.
I'm gonna try to make a flavored bread.
Oh, I love
Ooh.
that.
Yeah.
Like a focaccia?
I might do like a jalapeno cheddar loaf, and then I want to try a blueberry lemon loaf too.
Oh,
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
sounds
cool. We're
gonna
going
go
to
to Home
Popstroke.
Depot.
Do you guys have one?
A what?
Popstroke. It's like a bougie mini golf place that has like a
No, we
pool
don't.
upstairs. You get like a day
You guys
pass.
have like the most fun stuff down there in Florida.
It's like Top Golf but mini golf instead. It's
I
cool.
fuck with mini golf.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go to Costco and
Ooh.
try
Oh,
out.
Costco too. And my boss told me about this wine that tastes like Camus, so I'm gonna get some bottles of it. So,
Why don't you?
and it's only $9 at Costco, so that's why I'm
just get Camus.
because Camus is like $100, and I can't drink a bottle of Camus on like a fucking Tuesday night. It's crazy. You gotta have like a bottle
Sitting on my counter for like a year. Do you want me to ship it to you? It's probably
For a Tuesday night, for a Thursday night.
for a Thursday. No, I need like a nice $9 bottle of wine. Have a couple glasses. But
Have the whole thing. Slap the bag.
oh my god, I used to play Slap the Bag in college. It was so fun. Yeah, that's about it. My kids are screaming, so gotta go tend to them.
Well, guys, if you like what you heard here, follow us on our podcast. Follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. You can follow us on our socials. We are on Instagram at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on Threads at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on TikTok at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on Twitter at Boujee Bravo Bees. We have a Facebook group, and we also have a YouTube channel.
That's it, bitch.